Hi everyone, my name is Shubek. In this session, we will see how we can consume REST and how we can call web service using MuleESB. For that, we need to open Anypoint Distributed Platform, go to File, create new Mule project. So in this project, I will call a REST API, REST Mule project. We can finish. Go to HTTP, click on listener, add configuration details, keep them as it is, click on OK, go to path, you can put the path of anything, or you can put only a slash also, front slash, click on save. Now for consuming REST, we need to drag and drop request activity. You can rename it if you want. Click on add in configuration section, go to base path. So I will be using some dummy REST service call from internet. So in this dummy REST service call, if you click on this REST service or REST URL, you will get the output something like this. All the employee details, status, data, ID, employee name, salary, etc. I will call this REST service. So here is the base path. Base path would be API plus V1. Post. Port. Default port is 804 HTTP. Click on OK. Now go to path. Should be employee. Click on save. To call this activity, you need two reference. Row name should click on save and execute the project. Wait for a few seconds. Wait for a few seconds. Let it be deployed first. Yeah, here is the deployment status. It got deployed successfully. Now go to Postman. Send. Here is the output. All the employee details. So now suppose you need to retrieve the record based on employee ID. For that, what I need to do is drag and drop another request activity. You can rename it P by ID and request in same configuration. This is something like this. In this case, I will be using this REST. So if you click on this REST service, you will find only one employee details where the ID is 1. So I will be using this thing in MuleESB. I will be implementing these things in MuleESB. For that, base path. Base path would be something like employee. Employee. So I need to pass some value in this HTTP. We'll pass query param from this request, and gives same query parameter in UI parameter. For that, we need to go to UI parameter, click on add ID, attributes dot query dot emp ID. Click on save, go to flow reference, change the flow reference name, click on save, wait for the deployment. Now go to Postman, pass the key value pair, that is query param, employee ID equal to 1, click on send. Here it is. We will find only one employee details with the ID equal to 1. This is all about this service call. Also, you can use choice activity where and you can call any of these two activity based on condition. That is all from REST service call. Now I will create a project, or I will be calling a web service. For that, go to file, new Mule project, So or Mule. So we can finish. Here also I will use a dummy or service from internet. This is a dummy widget, or we can see defined activity add. Regarding widget, I will explain it later, but you can see this is a dummy widget, or you will find the activity something like add. We'll get the request and we'll get the required response. And use this link. This is the same link that you can see various operations like add, subtract. You get add response here, also request will be there, subtract is there, multiply is there, multiple operation is there in this vehicle. Let's use this vehicle for web service. Go to HTTP, drag and drop listener, add connector configuration, click OK. Wait for few seconds. Give the path. You can put only front slash also, or you can give anything. Click on save. Now in form.xml, as I explained earlier in the dependency section, right now you will find only two artifacts. One is HTTP connector and one is socket, these two things. So for consuming or for calling web service, we need to add module, that is web service consumer. And now if you go to form.xml, you'll see this web service connector. This thing automatically added. Now go to web service, drag and drop consume, connector configuration, go to click on add. You can browse the visited location. If you keep it in local, you can browse the path, or you can directly put the URL as well. Calculator. So click on OK. Now in the operation section, you will find multiple operations. So for now, suppose I will use this add operation. Okay. You can say now I will use a transform activity, or I will provide input for performing add operation. So this two input is click on this two, and you can put the value, directly put the hard coded value here, or you can pass this value as a URI parameter as well. Like it. Wait for few seconds. Wait for the deployment. Wait for a while. Yeah, here is the deployment status. Successfully got deployed. Now go to Postman. soap, fresh soap. So go to postman, click on soap. Here is the output. That is the output. So if you want, you can show this result in readable format as well. For that, you need to add another transform activity. Go to metadata, add result, change simple type, click OK. Wait for a second. Control add result, drag and drop this result. There it is. Or you can result final result is click on save. Now wait for the deployment. So if you trigger the same thing, change this thing as XML, save it. Now trigger the same. Here is the output. Here is the output in readable format. Or you can, if you want, you can change the output format. Like if you change the XML as JSON as well. See the output in readable format. Wait for a few seconds. Let it to be deployed in. Sometimes it takes few seconds. Wait for a few seconds. Now click on send. Here is the output in readable format. In this first transform, we have used hard-coded value. So in this, instead of using this hard-coded value, you can use some. You can pass this as a parameter like URI attribute dot now on now to now can simply now on also save it, deploy the project, and then you can very something like 10 for the deployment. You will find the output, expected output. And also using choice activity, you can call defined operation in the SOAP. Since in this lab I have already used add operation, so if you want to call any other operation, you can use choice also, like subtraction or addition. That is all for this project or for this tutorial.